Franz Filipkowski, who is the editor of the Midas Touch Network, says, so CBS settled Trump's lawsuit where he frivolously sued because they edited Kamala Harris's interview so it would fit into their airtime. That's all they did. So then CBS does a 73-minute interview of Trump where they made big edits from the version that was broadcast. They aired 28 minutes only of 73 fucking minutes after the huge fit that he threw. Kamala Harris should sue Paramount, 60 Minutes, and Barry Weiss, personally. I can't believe they didn't put this long screed into what they aired. It's just amazing that they wouldn't put this in there. Journalism has just fucking failed us so completely. Him sitting there saying, huh? And actually, 60 Minutes paid me a lot of money, and you don't want to have to put this on because I know I don't want to embarrass you. I mean, I'm sure you're not. I think you have a great new leader, and frankly, who's the young woman that's leading your whole enterprise is great from what I know. I mean, I don't know her, but I heard she's a great person. But 60 Minutes, they was forced to pay me a lot of money because they took her answer out that was so bad. It was election changing 2 nights before the election. How was it election changing? I mean, apparently they say you won, Felon 47, so how could it have been election changing? Clearly it wasn't. What a sore fucking winner, huh? It was election changing. And they pay me a lot of money for that. You can't have fake news. You gotta have legit news. Coming from a man who's a pathological fucking liar. And I think it's happening. I see. And then she tried to interrupt him. And she said, Mr. President, he said, I see good things happening in the news. I really do. And I think one of the best things to happen is this new show, this new ownership. CBS and Barry Weiss, who's a Zionist propagandist. So CBS News has now been captured by the same regime that owns Fox News. So you can add CBS right along with your Fox News viewing displeasure, your Fox News propaganda insanity is what this is. So he's all in for that. I'm so surprised they didn't put all of this in his interview of 28 minutes out of 73 minutes. His whole thing was that they deceptively edited Kamala Harris's 60 Minutes interview. They didn't. And the producer, there was a couple producers that resigned in protest because they didn't. And they need to have independent journalism. Journalists that can make decisions independent of who owns them. Independent of who controls them. Based on facts on the ground. Facts that you can prove with evidence. Not just with huge claims. Like these big wins. His huge win in the Middle East. He was such a fucking miracle worker. And now Israel's bombing Gaza again. Just bombing the shit out of it. They're going straight ahead with the absolute cleansing. Absolute ethnic cleansing of the Gazan people and the Palestinian people. So they're right back at it. So there was no fucking peace deal. It was all just a PR rebranding kind of thing to try to hit his poll numbers up. He is in the toilet on the polls. I mean, like, he's like negative fucking 37 with black people. Like negative 28 with Hispanic people. He's negative 1 with white people even now. So he's in the toilet. Nobody approves of what he's doing here except his little 30% cultists. You know, that's it. It was ridiculous, that whole fucking interview. And then I don't know if she asked him about, she's like, there was like this nothing. Wait, just 1 second. They opened these. I'm a very meticulous person too. I have files. Beautiful. They took the files, threw them all over the phone, all over the floor. They were all over the floor, and then they took pictures of them. This is my office, I said. What the hell? That's not my office. They took files. They threw them all over, and then they took pictures, and they released them to the public that this is the President Trump's office. We caught him with all this stuff, like it was all over the floor of my office. These are crooked people. They are the same. So don't ask me about did you go after Letitia, blah, 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 blah. So when the classified documents case was happening, remember when he stole boxes and boxes of classified documents from the fucking administration before he left office, and he had them all stored in Mar-a-Lago? and he was trying even to hide the boxes from it. He was trying to like negotiate with Merrick Garland and the DOJ about what he'd maybe give back if he could have this. I mean, he's such a transactional fucking malignant narcissist. There's nothing more to his personality. It's just that. And he's not interested in things unless they have to do with him. So he was upset that the files were scattered on the floor. He thought they were trying to make it look like he was a messy person. No, motherfucker, you were busted with classified documents. That's what that was. It was just the most convenient place to lay things out, to take pictures for evidence. They weren't accusing you of having a messy office. But he always keeps going back to this over and over. I don't keep my office like that. Tried to make it look like I just had stuff down there on the floors. No, they found the classified documents in the boxes when they executed a lawful search warrant of your premises. They found the classified documents, and for evidence sakes, they document everything. So they spread them out on the floor and took pictures. They weren't saying, oh, this is how we found them. They were all spread on the floor. You fucking idiot! That's not what they were saying. Get over that one stupid point you keep bringing up. He is crazy. The fact that out of the whole classified documents case, that's what he keeps going back to. Eileen Cannon is still holding on for the J6 and the classified document reports that were issued by Jack Smith. The J6 one is out there, but Eileen Cannon is still refusing to release the one that had to do with the classified documents, because there's so much evidence there against him. He's guilty of treason. So that's it. That's all. He should be in prison. Fuck you, Merrick Garland, for slow walking this whole thing and allowing this to happen to our country right now. Nobody was saying you had a messy office. You stupid, dense fuck. Keeps going back to that. It's just crazy. He's got this, like, loop in his mind. Like, I mean, I know I suffer from mental illness, so I recognize mental illness in other people. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can recognize other people who are like bipolar, have like severe ADHD or anxiety. We see each other. Do you understand that? And that's why he's trying to erase all these people, because he sees himself in them. He does. How he says to all his supporters, they don't like us. Smart people don't like us. They don't like the things we talk about. Thereby calling his own supporters stupid. Yeah. They don't like us. Smart people don't like us. Like, we're not the smart people. He's not the smart person. He's not the smart person. The genius that fucking thinks a cognitive test is an aptitude or IQ test. That's the guy. Yeah. There are just so many bad things about him. The least of which is the problem that the GOP has with child sex crimes. This is a list of all the GOP people so far that have been indicted on sexual crimes to do with children. Yeah, you're going to have to screenshot it and blow it up, because it took so much to pack all those names into one little square. So thanks, you guys. Had to get all that shit off my chest, man. He's a fucking psychopath.